Finn Sullivan, Chris Selva behind that mask. Coach Jenny.
Yeah, first of all, anytime you win Division I, it's a tall order. Wins aren't easy to come by, and then take on a team like Ohio State. I think you can make a big mistake looking at their record coming in and understand that they are a very talented team. When I was upstairs, someone said, please bring down Sam and Chris Sullivan and bring down a defensive player. And so it was my choice to bring down Finn Sullivan for a lot of reasons. But today he had the task of taking number 19, Jesse King, as much as anybody out there, and he took it personal. And we never really have defensive guys down here, so he played a huge role, and I'm awfully proud of number 44 today. We got to clean up the face-off X. They got us a little bit emotionally at the face-off X, and we need to make some adjustments, and we will. The ground ball stat, we get it by one. It tells a huge tale, and the poise at the end, making a couple of big stops. It was I'm awfully proud of those guys upstairs. We started out a little rough this season, and we could have folded it up, and they chose to just dig a little deeper. So I'm awfully proud. Question.
Coach, coming to the week, again, done a good job covering Jesse King. What was the game plan, I guess, to take away his time in the room? Obviously, when he has the ball in his stick, he can do things that most other players on the field can't.
Yeah, listen, we knew that Finn was the right guy for Jesse King. That's the first thing. But we have to share it, because of all the pick play, a lot of coaches had called. I spoke to a bunch. The one thing that we stayed true to what we do. You get tempted as a coach to change up the defensive game plan because of a guy like Jesse King. Do you shut him? Do you do this? Do you not slide? Do you go right away? And we stayed with Hofstra defense. We've been doing it for the last 11 weeks. Stay with what we do. Let's just do it better, then they can run their offense. And again, Finn Sullivan, he deserves a lot of that credit. We shared him, and a lot of the short sticks were there. And Chris Sullivan made a bunch of saves, and number 5 down the end plays with an awful lot of heart.
For Finn, the coach said that he took it to heart. Could you elaborate on that? How important it was for you to shut down King as much as possible? He didn't score until late in the game.
Yeah, we just watched a lot of film of their first couple games, and a lot of the offense ran through him, so I knew, if we could do a good job of containing him and, limiting his touches and stuff, then we were going to have a pretty successful day. And, I like having a responsibility like that, and our whole defense does, and I thought we all did a great job of just, sliding to him when I was beat or whoever was on him. And, yeah, it was a great job.
Coach, your defense was very successful in the first half on extra man opportunities. What was going on out there from a defensive strategic standpoint?
When they were on man up?
Yes.
Yeah, listen, when you play a team that has a Jesse King out there, the ball is going to go through him. It's almost like, similar to our number 5. And we took it, like Finn said, we watched a ton of film. They like, when 19's up top, they like to feed it inside and back to those pipes and bring that Canadian-style box lacrosse to it. And we just had a shade to those spots. And, when they did shoot it, Chris Sullivan was there, made a couple saves. You can see how upset he was on that. I think the last one that kind of just tipped his stick, I think, and bounced in. This is what Chris does, and he's a competitor. But man down has come a long way from the first 2 games, and they did a great job, because they were man up 5 times, and to be 1 for 5 and to hold them to 20%, and really the 2 goals after 45 minutes of play. Kevin Understein, his name should be in the paper as well as a defensive coordinator. Those guys get left out an awful lot, and some credit should go to him.
Coach, can you talk about the terms of confidence that this kind of win has for the team? Again, they come back at 7-5. In the back of their minds, maybe the players can speak to this. It's like deja vu. We've been here before, but obviously you alluded to the poise they showed. Maybe you can comment and have the fellows on the team comment.
No,
Ben and Chris.
Barry, it's a very good question, and throughout the course of the year, it's a story. and every game is a chapter. And when you can start to win in different ways, it certainly gives you a little bit of wind behind you. And it makes the end of games, not that they're easy, but at least we've been there before, and we understand how to kill the game, and we understand how that we're trying to beat Ohio State, and we're trying to beat the clock as well. And with the way we won against Georgetown, and certainly, doing a good job versus Fairfield, I'll be honest with you, I was really proud of the way they played versus Princeton. I didn't like the scoreboard, but I was really proud of the way we did it. And we're just experiencing different chapters every week until this book of 2014 is written.
Can the players comment on that, from the standpoint of the confidence level, or the mental attitude going into that stretch, 7-5, and games on the line, so to speak? Chris?
Yeah, during practice we do it every single day. We have one possession. Coach always praises that one possession. We have one possession on offense to score. If we don't score, we need a great shot. On defense, we need that one stop. We need to hold to that. So when it came down to that last 3 minutes, when we were up 2, all we were saying in the huddle was one possession, one stop at a time, get that one stop, and we'll get to the offense. And they did a great job on the other side. So we got that one stop, and the ball came back down, got another great stop. So we just finished like that and kept our confidence.
Sam, adding to the point we just talked about with your strength and adding close to 10 pounds, maybe 15 by now from last year, would that move, like the one-hand like dump shot when you came around, would that have been possible a year ago? What areas specifically in your game do you think you can do today versus a year ago that we're seeing on the field today?
I probably would have been on my back last year, but adding the weight, I'm able to, just make more contact, create more contact instead of just being strictly a speed dodger, and it just helped me, just gives me the motivation and just overall confidence of having that weight on me. I'm able to make more plays, and hope I can keep doing it.
Yeah, can you talk about the patience you guys had today on offense in this defensive battle? You guys didn't have a lot of shots, usually 30, today 24, but picking your chances left and right, able to capitalize when you could.
We played a ton of defense, and we had to give our guys a break, to last the whole game. And they just did a tremendous job defensively, and just we grind out possessions, and just made sure when the looks were there, we had to capitalize, and we were able to do that.
Coach Tierney, congratulations, great win. We always win with defense, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you talk a little bit about the league? The CAA coming up, the teams that how it matches up now as you get into league play. You've had 3 great wins. Congratulations.
Yeah, no, the CAA, we know it's coming. We've tried to take it one game at a time, but it's been in the back of our heads since last year and certainly the year before, and we would like to make 2014 a little different. We're going to treat the next one just like the last, everyone, just like the last one. It's one game, and it's Delaware, and we need to be prepared. It's going to be in our house, and we'll, the guys will enjoy tonight, be off tomorrow, and then we'll start the game plan for Delaware. They're an athletic team. They can get up and down. They can score some goals, and they're very good facing off as well. So we'll get after that a little bit. But like we had mentioned, we've prepared for Tom Schreiber. We've prepared for Jesse King. We've prepared for a lot of really great players in this country here, and we'll prepare again.
Coach mentioning face-offs, you gave Connor an opportunity to use the face-off, maybe not to be a D-mid. Just give me a sense of that. I guess Chris is maybe first time he's maybe dealt with.
Yeah, it was the first time we gave someone else, and Connor does he does a great job for us. He does. We lost the face-off, and then Connor got caught on defense, and that's their game. And then over the course of time, they took advantage of it, and they got a goal. And it was that's a rough one to take. But with that being said, we knew that what their subbing game was like. We knew what their picking game was like, and we got to bounce back from that. We will. Guys, thank you. Thanks for the coverage.